In this video, you will see a very effective yet simple way to find the next great altcoin. An effective way is to simply look at what are the whales doing? What are the people doing that have a lot of capital? Because the thesis is that over time, crypto is a transfer mechanism from the people that are not so skilled to the people that are skilled. So people that already have a lot of money, in tendency at least, they tend to make better calls than your average Joe. Now, how can we do this? Maybe first we start off with a coin that did pretty well. So let's say Blur, which made almost 200% in the last month. What you want to do is you want to scroll down here and click on that Ethereum address. By the way, I'm currently here on CoinMarketCap, right? So over here, right, you can simply just look for whatever performed relatively well in the last 24 hours, on the last 7 days. Blur here is at number 1. That's why I picked this. So you click on the address and you will be greeted by an Etherscan website. Now over here, you can click on holders. And this holder tab shows us different wallets depending on how much of the token they're holding. Now, sometimes in these wallets, we see crypto exchanges, right? Kraken, for example, Binance, OKX. Sometimes we have treasury wallets. Sometimes we have wallets that are in aggregate owned by the team. But if you're just digging far enough, if you just look at the wallets that aren't labeled with Huobi or Maxi or Gate.io, then maybe we can find some hidden whales. Now you can copy the addresses here. There's even a link to simply just click to copy. And then you can go to dbank.com and you can paste the address here at the top. Now look at what we find. This wallet, for example, owns 17 million of Blur, but they also own 9 million of DYDX. So maybe that's interesting to research. This whale over here with 2.7 million, that wallet has 1.3 in Blur, 1.2 in Optimism. Next wallet, maybe this is more interesting. Again, a very large position in Blur. But here's a rather not so common token that people don't have that much on the radar. 1 million worth of Pendle. Next wallet, 1 million of Blur, but also quite a bit in Shiba Inu, in Storch, in the Uni token, etc. Quite broadly diversified. So this is how we can go about this, right? If you have wallets that made money in the past, that hold things that you haven't yet heard about, and those wallets are very large in size, but not by a centralized exchange, then looking at the composition of those wallets might make sense. People with a lot of capital tend to make better calls than your average Joe, simply because they accumulated all that capital, and there's a good chance that that accumulation happened via crypto, especially if there are a lot of positions that are not commonly known. So if the wallet only holds a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe some altcoins, maybe that's not necessarily the wallet to follow. But if there's a mega wallet that holds a few very concentrated bets, it might make sense to dig deeper. Now that's a simple approach, right? Simply go to Etherscan and plug those large wallets into dbank and see what they're holding. There's also a bit more of a complex approach that's using Dune Analytics. So you can learn the technical intricacies of building queries like this. And then you see, for example, how the whales tend to sell, in this case, the Blur token, much more than your regular retail person. So in aggregate, the whales are currently exiting. We can also see what are the first people that transacted with the Blur token. Those kind of wallets might be early for other projects as well, or they might be part of the insider team. The blockchain is public. You simply just have to learn how to use that public data. I'm working regularly on upping my skills together with the premium community where I share, for example, tables and charts like this. The link to the premium membership is down below. It's thebitcoinstrategy.com. So if you want to become part of the people that have more knowledge than others, where in the end, despite all the volatility, money transfers from the less skilled to the more skilled. If you want to up your skills, then feel free to check it out. Looking forward to seeing you over there, or of course in the next YouTube video.